7 o'clock at night. Welcome back to another FHH Garage video. Today, we're going to go through my collection that I've accumulated of second-gen Camaro and Firebird parts. My collection is scattered around all of southeastern Pennsylvania. So first, we have to go up to Padre's house and steal some stuff out of there. I think I got some stuff at my friend's house. I can't remember what's there. And then I got everything here. And I'll go through it and we're going to try to sell it all and buy another Camaro is essentially the goal. But we'll see how that plays out. I want another car. I sold everything. Everything is gone. Well, I'm just kind of kidding. Some of it's gone. A lot of it's still around. But, yeah, I don't know. The truck's warming up. Let's go make our way to Padre. All right, here we are. The depths of Padre's house. For my treasures. There's a creature. Where are you? You hear it? He got scared. There was like a mouse or something that way. Or there's a person ready to attack me. What do we got? We got a bumper, 2 noses, rad support. They're not rad supports. I don't forget what they're called. All that suburban parts. We have an intake. A fan shroud. That's what that is. A fan shroud. I think all that is Camaro parts. Up there. The mouse is back. And I think that's it. The problem is they're fiberglass and they're real irritating. So I'm not... Oh, I got more stuff over there. What's all that? I got 2 noses? Yeah. Over there's 2 noses. And I got 2 noses, 2 of the light things. Okay, we got a lot of shit. All right. I guess we'll start getting the stuff out. Going ahead, got the windows clean, got the tank filled, and here we are, my trash, my treasures. I'll unpack it tomorrow when I get home from work, and I'll show you everything we got in the light. I still got more in my house even, so onward. I made my way back home and I went through my shed that was an '04 Blazer. I went through my cabinet that was full of stuff. I went through the rafters that were full of stuff. I still have the rat bird in the corner that I have not touched that we will get to. But all of my junk is in one location. Let me show you my treasures. All right, so if you can't tell, I've made 2 piles. Even though, you know, it looks like one pile. Over here, I have a fan shroud. I have 1 lower skirt. I got a lower fender panel. I got 2 grills. 1 is busted, but you get both for the same price. I got decent tan sun visors. I have a yellow rear bumper. I have 1 carburetor. I have 2 carburetors. I have an intake. I have 2 noses. The OG red door panels, and all of this is the sell pile. This is the go that way pile. So that's all that. Over here in the not for sale pile, I have pretty nice, they're a little dirty from being in the attic, blue door panels. Now you might be thinking, that Camaro in the darkness is red, not blue. Why am I keeping these? Quick answer. I don't know. I don't like selling stuff. I have another set of taillights. I say another because over there is another set of taillights. Not for sale. Don't be ridiculous. I got another front nose thingy, like the fiberglass that goes under this. That's the reinforcement. I want to be able to put a 78 front end on my 78 Camaro rather than the 76 front end that is on it. I got a second set of pretty cool fender vents. Mine are like the Trans Am style, which are like the open duct, which I like way more. But I'm not getting rid of those. I have a really nice center console that is nicer than my current center console. That's why that one is not going anywhere. I pretty much went through the parts cabinet. I think in here is pretty good. I don't think there's anything else I'm willing to part with. Oh, check this out. This ain't for sale. It's an old Formula Pontiac thing. The trunk spoiler. But look how cool it looks. I really dig it. I got it for like $5 years ago. And I just travel around with it, and it doesn't actually get put on display because I don't know where to put it. Hey, wait a minute. I found a bunch more Camaro parts I didn't know about. What do we got? We got center, the kick panel, washer, coolant, and a shift hump. Very nice. What else is over here? I got the headlight trim things. I got taillights for an OBS Chevy, an oil pump, more turn signal lights. I have a bunch of turn signal lights. I don't know how I ended up with all of this stuff. That's everything we're working with. Here's what I'm thinking. I think that this is $30. I know it's $40 because I bought one at Carlisle for $40. So I'm gonna put that for $30. This is, you know, $10. This is $10. $20. This, probably $40. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. Those are probably $20. Those are probably, I don't know, what, 75 each? That's probably 75. And that's probably 40. That's probably 40. How many was that? Oh, and those are probably 25. You can have for the set, I think. I think that's all right. They're decent. They just need to be re-glued. I'm not re-gluing them. Running the numbers with my made-up numbers that I just calculated, I'm looking at $470 worth of trash over here. Plot twist, I think that carburetor is actually to a Mopar. I don't know why I think that, but I remember that for some reason that is a Mopar part. I've only ever owned Chevrolets in my entire life. I do not know why I have a Mopar carburetor. It's because I have an addiction. But anyway, I think I'm going to start taking pictures. I think I'm going to take pictures of just everything. And go, here's what I got. I know how much I want for everything. That's how much I want for everything. And eventually, when I'll go cut apart the Ratbird, I'll show you that when it's daytime as well. A gem of a Firebird. Hence why it's called the Ratbird, not the Firebird. Yeah, I'm going to take some pictures. Oh, hold on. I had my OG Camaro seats, the red ones. You saw me replace with the black ones. The red ones I sold for $100 already. Put that in the bank. Add it. Plus 100 right now. We're good. Another plot twist. I had the white Blazer you see in the background for years and years. That, if you remember, I have a video called Cheap 4x4 Blazer. I bought that then, and I just sold that one for $400, which 2 years ago was a $100 loss. But now that it's in the future, it's a $400 gain. It's math. So we're up $500 already. And we should be close to, like, realistically $700 selling all this stuff. Like I said, I'm just pulling numbers out of my butt. And then we got the Ratbird, which has a factory 8-track in it, which I know is worth like $200 to $250 on eBay. That's an eBay sale. The big ticket items are on eBay. So I'm gonna try to get $200 for that, which brings our total up to $900. If I can get everything I want for this, that brings our total up to $1,100. And then I can cut up the Ratbird. I can sell more parts off of it. The Ratbird's probably worth right now about $400. But we've made $270. Are you following the numbers? Because I got lost ages ago. So then we calculate, we run all those numbers. And we're at like $1,500. So we got $1,500 after making all of this money. and then we got $1,500, and then we can buy another car with parts from the other car. Yeah, I like that. Here she is in all of her glory, the infamous rat bird. What we got here is a pristine example of a 1980 Firebird Formula. I got it for a steal of $450. Some say I got robbed. Let me walk around here real quick and you'll see why. Now, if you said, oh, you sold a set of wheels off and brakes off of it, good job. You would be wrong. It didn't come with front brakes. And on these cars, the front brake has the lugs. So in order to transport it here, I had to steal them off of our good Camaro. Good. And put them on this. And that's how I ended up here. Fenders, whammied. Doors, rotted. But they say Formula. Quarter panels, totaled. Rear windows, totaled. The wheel, pretty nice. Floorboards, gone. Seats, trash. I did sell the gauge cluster, center vents, AC controls, a couple of switches, random switches. But look at this. The factory 8-track. That we got to pull and get that sold. That's our moneymaker right here. It does. It might function. I don't know. I don't know how you work these things, man. This was decades and decades before. This was before my dad's time. He didn't have an 8-track in a 1980 Firebird. Ignore that. He wasn't even here for 1980. But besides the missing wheels, it is a complete car. It is a complete drivetrain. Has a Pontiac 301 that's not leaking anything. Backed by a turbo 350 and a 308 posi rear. Allegedly. No, it is a posi. I know it's a posi. I don't know what the gear. 308 might be a stretch. This radiator is pretty solid. But pretty much all of this is getting scrapped. Besides whatever else I can find. Maybe I'll sell the engine to somebody. Someone, Pontiac guy might like the 301. I don't know. But then we got nothing here. The Firebird emblems are pretty sick. This door, there you go. You can see the Formula way better on this side. This is a good side. The mirrors are all right. They're not busted or nothing. These tires are from an S10. They did not come on it. It did not come with any tires. Sold the taillights, but look what I got to keep. Ooh, baby. Look how sick that looks. The Formula wing, I'm keeping that because it looks cool. Now, the trunk here, we have some type of belt-driven pump. It looks kind of like a fuel pump. Oh, no, this is a vacuum pump. I was fooling. There's a vacuum pump. Softballs, hoses, brake pads, random trim, and junk. Trash. But the wing's cool. Wing is coming with me. That's that. That's the infamous Ratbird. Eventually we'll have a full video dismantling this entire car down to nothing. Down to a subframe. Once I get some other stuff sorted out that we gotta take care of first before this gets put into the garage. We're gonna talk about that Oldsmobile, but we'll get there in the next video. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna try to sell all of my trash besides the junkyard and that Oldsmobile, but we'll get there. It's part of the series, I guess. I'm gonna try to sell everything so I can buy like something cool, like and new, like a C5 Corvette, you know, something, a Monte Carlo. My cars are cool. Padre has one. Something cool with manual and V8 power. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. But yeah, if you hung around and listened to me yap about my trash, and maybe you like some of my trash, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.